Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about data types. So what is the data type? So data type is used to specify the type of data. Data can be of different types, namely an integer number, a floating point or fractional number, a single character or a string, collection of characters. Way of representing different types of data during programming is known as data types. Memory requirement to store these data and size of memory required is different for each data types. The memory requirement of each data type will determine the possible range of values for that data type. C language supports two different type of data types. Primary data type. These are fundamental data types in C, namely integer, keyword int, floating point, keyword float, and character, keyword char, char. Second one is derived data types. Derived data types are nothing but primary data types, but a little twisted are grouped together like array, structure, union, and pointer. Data type determines the type of data a variable will hold. If a variable x is declared as int, it means x can hold only integer values. Every variable which is used in program must be declared as what data type it is. Now let us discuss primary or fundamental data types. These are subdivided into three categories: integer data types, floating point data types, and character data types. Now let us discuss about the integer data types. It is of integral type. It is without decimal point. It can be signed or unsigned. Integer data type is represented by keyword int. It has several variants which differs based on memory consumption includes short, int, long and long. So these are the different variants of integer data type. An example program showing integer variable declaration is like this. In this one, variable A is declared as an integer type, variable B is declared as a short integer type, C as a long integer type, and D as a long integer type. When negative numbers are not required, then to increase the range of number, unsigned integers are used instead of signed integer. And unsigned integer by placing the keyword unsigned before the usual declaration or initialization, like in this. So unsigned int a. So variable a is declared as a unsigned integer variable, and also the variable b is declared as a unsigned long integer variable. The default declaration is the signed version signed. So if you do not write any word unsigned, then it is assumed to be signed. Hence there are 8 possible type of integer: int, unsigned int, short, unsigned short, long, unsigned long, unsigned long. Format specifiers for integer data. The format specifier for each variant of integer data type is different as given in the below program. So in this program, first statement unsigned int a, variable a is declared as a unsigned integer, variable b is declared as a integer variable, variable c is declared as a unsigned long, and variable d is declared as a long integer variable. But when using the printf statement, format specifier for different types of the integer variable are different. For example, using the first printf statement %u, this format is specifier is for unsigned integer data. In the second printf statement %d, we are familiar with that. This is for the integer data. In third one %lu, this format specifier is for long unsigned integer data, whereas %lld is for long integer data. So here we see that different format specifiers are used to specify different types of the variable. And when this program is run, we get the output as every variable are assigned a value of 1. Range and memory consumption. Ideally, memory consumption by signed and unsigned variants are the same. It only differs in the range. One can find the memory consumed by the data type as follows. So in this program, using size of function, we can find the memory requirement for each type of the variable. So in this first printf statement, size of integer equal to %d. What is size of integer variable? How many memory locations are required for storing the integer data that gets printed at this point? In a similar way, size of signed integer variable as well as size of unsigned long integer variable gets printed by next to these two printf statement. So when this program is run, we get size of integer equal to 2 bytes, size of signed integer 2 bytes, size of unsigned long equal to 4 bytes. Means to store the integer type of data, we require 2 bytes of memory space. Size of signed integer data, again we need 2 bytes memory space. But to store unsigned long integer, we need 4 bytes of memory space. Size and range of integer type on 16-bit machine are mentioned in this table. Int or signed int that needs the 2 bytes of memory location and range is -32,768 to 32,767. Means this is the range of the number that can be stored using the int and signed int type variable. Unsigned int type variable, we can store the data from 0 to 65,535. So in a similar way, short integer or signed short integer, this needs a 1 byte of memory location and can store a number from 128 to 127. If it is an unsigned short integer, then again it needs a 1 byte memory location, but data ranges from 0 to 255. Long integer or signed long integer, range is given on the right side column, and also it is given for unsigned long integer that needs 4 bytes of memory location for storing of these data. That is a very big values. Now let us discuss the floating point data types. Floating point, that is also called real numbers, are stored in 32 bits, 16-bit and 32-bit machine, whether it is 16-bit machine or 32-bit machine. These floating point numbers are stored in 32 bits in this format with 6 digits of precision. That is, after decimal point 6 digits are printed. Floating point numbers are defined by C by keyword float. When the accuracy provided by float number is not sufficient, the type double can also be used to define the number. A double data type number uses 64 bits, giving a precision of 16 digits. These are known as double precision number. To extend the precision further, long double can be used, which uses 80 bits. This table shows the size, range of the data as well as memory requirement for each type of the floating point data types. That is, float data types 4 bytes of memory locations are required, and for double 8 bytes of memory locations are required, and for 10 memory locations are required for long double floating point data, and range are given in the right side column. It can also be signed or unsigned. Syntax for declaring float, double, and long double variables are as given below. Float, then variable name, and at the end semicolon. Double variable name at the end semicolon. And we use long double keyword to declare the variable name and at the variable and at the end semicolon. Now let us see an example to understand the floating point number display. So in this program, float x equal to 10.327. This statement defines x as a floating point variable and it is assigned a value of 10.327. Then next statement declares a y as an integer type variable and a value of 28 is assigned to this one. So using first printf statement, the float value equal semicolon percentage f slash n x, value of x gets printed at this place. Similarly, using the printf, the sum of float and int variable, integer variable. Here we are adding the float real data and integer data together and displaying as is the sum of float and int variable is at this point percentage f, value of x plus y gets printed. So when we run this program, we get the output of this nature. The float value equal to 10.327000 because default display are 6 digits after decimal points. In our program only we are having 3 digits, so 3 remaining digits are filled with the 000, and when these two numbers are added we get the output as a 38.327000. Now let us take another example. In this example, we declare x as a float type variable and y as a double type variable and assign the value of 10.3272x and 244.546 to y. Sum is also declared as a double type variable. Int z equal to 28. Another variable z of integer type is declared and it is assigned a value of 28. Then sum equal x plus y plus z. Value of x, y, z gets added. That is float, double and z. Integer type data are gets added. And then using the next three printf statement, first we print the float value, that is value of x, then using the next the double value, that is value of what is value of y is printed, and then their sum is printed. So when this program is run, we get the output like this one. So in every uh, output we get that 6 digits after decimal points are gets printed. Here in case of the second, the double value is here we are leaving we are leaving remaining digits after decimal points, because in case of the double it should be 14 digits after the decimal points, and sum is also displayed up only up to the 6 digits. Now let us discuss about the character data types, integer data types, float data types, and third type is the character data type. So character type variable can hold a single character. It can be signed and unsigned character. Both occupy 1 byte each, but having different ranges. Naturally, if it is signed, range is divided into two parts. Half is for minus negative value and another half is for positive value. But in case of unsigned, total values is for only the positive data. Unsigned character have values between 0 and 255. Signed character have the values from minus 128 to 127. Syntax for character type variable declaration is like this one. We use the char keyword and then the variable name and at the end semicolon. For example, char ch equal to a. So here ch is a character variable declared using the keyword char, and it is assigned a value of character a. Now here see that a is included into the single quotation marks, and these single quotation marks are pointing toward the left. Now let us see an example for C program char data type. So in this program, variable a is declared as a character data type and it is assigned a character a, and using the printf statement, value of character a gets printed and format is specifier to print a character is %c. So what is the value of character variable a that gets printed at this point? So when we run the program, we get the output of value of character a. After colon, well, what is the value a that gets printed? In second example, that is to show the unsigned character data type declaration. So here unsigned keyword is added before the character keyword to declare variable a as a unsigned character variable, and it is assigned a value of c. So using the printf statement, value of unsigned character a, again format is specifier %c is used to print a character. So what is the value of a that is gets printed at this point? So when we run this program, value of unsigned character a, what is the character that is gets printed at this point? Now let us take another problem to show how a signed character variable is declared. So in this program, we see that signed keyword is used before the character keyword to declare variable a as a signed character variable, and while declaring a as a signed character variable, a character p is assigned to this variable, and using the next printf statement, its value is printed using the format specifier %c. When we run this program, we get the output like this on value of character A. So in this lecture we discuss how different types of the data types are used in C programming, or we can say that how different types of the variable depending on the data types are declared and their values are used in the program. So at this point we end our class. Till next class, bye and have a nice day.